Hi, Glen Zacher here, CEO of McGuire Financial. With me today is Jason Lowe and Richard Canfield. If you're tuning in to watch our interview, chances are you're seeking more information, on the powerful infinite banking concept here in Canada. We meet people every day who are just really tired of the volatility of the stock market and mutual funds and are really looking for alternatives, on how they can make their financial future that much better, with security and safety. 3 years ago, Jason and I, we made a trip and we were invited to a seminar, and we were actively seeking a solution, wouldn't you say, Jason, of really how could we help our clients really improve, that aspect of their financial picture. And that's when we really discovered, an opportunity and a concept, more importantly, that could really help us in that area. And we just kind of, just took it upon ourselves to really kind of, seek out and just get all of the information that we possibly can. And, today it's kind of evolved into, really an awesome concept that can just impact so many people's lives. But so Jason, would you mind maybe just walking us through, when we kind of rewind that tape 3 years ago, and how did we get to where we are here today?
Absolutely. I think that the contrast between where things were 3 years ago with the people that we were meeting with on a daily basis, who were telling us that they were just sick and tired of getting beat up in the marketplace, losing money in stock market, losing money in mutual funds, and really having no sense of security or certainty. And when we discovered infinite banking and really dove into learning everything that we could about it, we attended seminars, we read every piece of information that we could find out there on the concept. We talked to our several business partners here in Canada to ensure that by bringing it back to Canada that we could implement it and really take that to the marketplace and educate Canadian families and business owners how to implement the concept. Absolutely. And when you contrast that to where we are today, our clients told us what they wanted and we delivered on it. And they told us that they wanted very specific things like guaranteed cash growth and being able to accumulate that cash every single year without the stomach churning twists of the stock market and without having to invest their money. Clients told us that they wanted complete control over the use and liquidity of their own money, and the infinite banking concept enables our clients to achieve that control. And clients also told us that they wanted all of their savings to be shielded from any volatility. And the infinite banking concept provides that safety and that security.
So Jason, what actually is the infinite banking concept? Can you just kind of share that with our viewers?
Absolutely. I mean, that's a great question. People's need for financing is very extensive. Things like automobiles and homes and renovations and education and vacations.
Things that we do in our everyday life, right?
All the time.
Yeah.
You got it. And what the infinite banking concept enables our clients to do is it enables them to recoup every penny that they're spending on those things that they would have otherwise financed through a conventional bank or a finance company. So our clients are still able to accomplish all of those things and purchase their automobiles and go on vacation and renovate their homes and expand their businesses, but they're recovering all of those dollars that they're spending to do that and really becoming their own source of financing. And that's the essence of the concept.
Yeah. And it's when we do events and we do all the different educational pieces that we do here in all areas of Canada, what's really impactful is some of the ways in which we show how the volume of interest and the physical dollars that people are going to spend in their life over a course of a lifespan through, not just themselves as a spousal household, but then you factor in kids and the whole family dynamic or a business owner, and those dollars just accumulate to such a large proponent of an underfunded retirement. And so really being able to help people get those dollars back in their life is an absolutely tremendous way to create more safety and security in their money in so many different aspects.
And exactly, and a really powerful element of the concept, Glenn, as you know, is that we have not met anyone yet that we have not been able to assist with implementing the concept, and that's what really makes it so terrific.
Isn't that true? Yeah, very good. Richard, can you walk us through, how are we educating, our clients and, having such a powerful impact, on their financial lives?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a really good question, Glenn. There's so much information out there, but there's not enough of it that's really been Canadianized and simplified for people who are living in our country, because Canadians are very specific on how they want to learn.
Yeah.
Give us the brass tacks, and so really what we've done is we've built a really powerful educational aspect on how we teach people how to do this in Canada. We have a course that's designed where we teach people over 2 days. There's a lot of information to go through, but they get to learn all the way from start to finish exactly how to implement a banking plan, an infinite banking system in their life. And not only that, be able to figure out what kind of a plan might be the best fit for them, based on some of their goals and the things that they want to accomplish in life, and financing needs, expenses that they're going to have coming up. And we also offer a lot of educational evening events, and we have some webinars that are going to be available to teach people all across the country on how to do that. And what's really nice about the events that we do, at least I think is really nice about it, and I hear this from a lot of our clients, is that when they come to an event or they come to our course, they're learning some hands-on stuff. We're walking through a tangible banking plan that's enforced today. We're walking through something that's real, and we're giving them a chance to see an actual financing example throughout the course of its lifespan, and just the impact and the power of being able to recapture those dollars and then put them into a recycling effect in their household so they can use them over and over again. And I think that people really respond well to that, and it's a great way to provide the education that people are seeking.
Excellent. So Richard, would you say that's, in a way, really what we want to do, guys, is just to kind of empower people to take more financial control of their own resources.
There's a difference.
Build a better future.
Absolutely. There's a difference between educating people and selling people something. And that difference is, at the McGuire Financial Group, we have a large team of infinite banking experts, and our entire team is really trained on the concept end to end from an educational vantage point.
Mm-hmm.
And our clients tell us that they respond really favorably to that because they really truly feel that they're being educated. And through our courses, our evening presentations, our webinars, you'll see by tuning in, we'll aim you at how to get registered for those events, and we would absolutely encourage our listening audience to do that, and to have an opportunity to be with us live and in person, and it's a really incredible experience.
And just to add to that, Glenn, you said the word empower. Absolutely, I love that word, because that's really, as far as I'm concerned, that's what drives me to get up in the morning, is the ability to provide education and empower people to be able to make a choice. Absolutely. And for anything that I'm looking to do in life, I know that the more information I get, the more educated I become on any topic or subject, the more empowered I feel as an individual to be able to make a choice that's right for me based on how I live my life and my dynamic. And so being able to encourage people to get that information so they can really make strong choices about what they want to do for their future is tremendous, and it feels great to be able to do that, especially with good people.
Very good point. Jason, can you walk us through an example of how someone might be able to implement the infinite banking concept in their for their own person?
Absolutely. One of the simplest analogies that we can make with people that really resonates well is that individuals and families and businesses, they will spend more dollars financing vehicles than they'll ever save for retirement.
Wow.
And for our listening audience, if you add up the number of vehicles that you have in your own driveway, and you think about all the vehicles that you've either paid cash for, leased, or traditionally financed up to this point in your life, along with all the vehicles that
There's still more to come, right?
Still more to come, you got it. And what the infinite banking concept enables our clients to do is to purchase the vehicle and to recoup all of the dollars that they've paid for that vehicle, and repeat that process over and over and over again. So if you're out there and you've purchased a vehicle the traditional way, our clients don't buy vehicles that way any longer. And not to mention, we meet with several business owners, and one of the things that they tell us, one of the pain points for them, is that when they're ready to grow and expand and add more resources and people and equipment, they sit down with a lender and they have to rationalize why they're doing that. And they know their business and the performance of it better than anybody. And what the infinite banking concept empowers that business owner to do is to create that reserve of capital and be able to spend it based on their own decisions and not have to rationalize why they're growing and how they're going to go about doing it. And they can recover all of the dollars that they're spending to do that. So for any business owners and individuals and families that are tuning in today, if you want what our existing clients are getting, then you've got to get to a webinar, you've got to get to an evening presentation, you have to get registered for the course. That's not a nice to do, that's a need to do, to really get educated and empowered.
That's a great point. So Richard, if people want to know more information and how to go about doing that, how would they go about?
Well, I mean, there's tons of resources available on the McGuire Financial .ca website, and there's contact numbers. They can call our office directly through that medium. They can speak directly to an advisor that's knowledgeable about the concept for one. I really highly encourage, like Jason said, is to make it onto a webinar, or if you're local to an area where there's an event going on in your area, is to get out to one of those live events. We really like to be interactive. We like to get to meet people, get to know them, what makes them tick, and I think it's really good to be in an environment where you're in a group of people who are asking good questions. Because there might be a question out there that you haven't thought of, but someone else says, "Oh, that's a good question," right? So we really encourage that in our events, and especially in our course. When we do our courses, well, not only do we have a lot of fun, but we really like to be engaged and interactive with the people that are there, because it maximizes the learning experience and you take so much more away from it. So definitely, there's an events calendar on the website. You can see when local events are coming up in your area. Webinars again are going to be coming live. So register for whatever's available. It's coming up next, and get involved.
Well, great, Richard. Thanks for that. And just to wrap up, I'd like to thank Richard and Jason for joining us today. And if you're looking for more information on the infinite banking concept here in Canada, feel free to call our office. Stay tuned.